Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome out to the orchard again. I was just walking out here with Holly a little bit, and it was funny. I had a picture from, I think it was 2019, so a couple years ago, and I literally took the picture over here where I'm standing, and just what it looks like now, it's crazy. Some of the trees you can't even see because they're so small unless you zoom in. But I actually wanted to kind of walk you through here, show you some of the fruit that's starting to ripen, and then maybe we can end up on an Italian 258, which last year I actually had that ripened on my birthday, so August 29th it was ready to go. This here is an early white giant peach tree, and this thing, it's taller than me. I know that doesn't seem like much to you guys, but to us, our peach trees took forever to start growing. And then finally they did, and of course they're still young. They're not gonna fruit probably very well anytime soon, but it's exciting to know that it's starting. So I'm not gonna walk through all of these for you and name them all off, but I did want to show you, like for instance, the yellow long neck. I showed you a video one other time about this thing being as big as a tennis ball, really. And this guy right here, Frosty, he follows us wherever we go because he knows when we come out to the orchard, it's fig picking time. And so he comes with us, and look at this. Now this one here's got a little bit of splitting, and I'm okay with that for right now. I'm not really able to show you that. That's okay. Well, anyway, it's splitting on the bottom. The way I see it is it'll still eat the same to me. Our kids love that one. It's more of like a honey flavor than any kind of berry flavor you'll get. Look at that. Not quite as big as a tennis ball, but it's pretty impressive little tree here. And like I say, in case you haven't watched our other videos, we put this in the ground late spring, all of these back here on this back row. It's a lot of holes to dig, but worth it in my opinion. We're gonna probably do a video later on, show you how to winterize, or at least how we're gonna attempt to winterize here in zone 6A. This here is called a Brogidio Nero, or Brogiotto Nero, however you want to say it. And you can see it's ripening fruit all over this thing. Haven't tried them yet, but we know it's coming soon. The wind's blown all these. This is a Valle Negra. We did a taste test video on the Briba, which is a little larger than the main crop, and it was pretty good. And I've never met a fig that I absolutely didn't like unless it wasn't ripe. So yeah, you can see this one here is starting to get ready to be picked. In case you're wondering what the bags are, those are just like a small netting so that bugs can't get in. They call them organza bags. You can pick them up on Amazon or wherever it is that you want to go get them from. Sweet Joy, have we had Sweet Joy?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So I don't think we've had Sweet Joy yet this year. It's starting to look a mess in here. I put this mulch down and this grass started growing up through, but we'll figure all this out before too long. This here is an LSU Purple. That one's just about there, and we haven't done a taste test on this one yet either. And then this is a Williams Dark Unknown. This is probably one of the more amazing kind of trees that honestly, that's blown me away this year. Like, let me see if I can get you zoomed in. Like, look how big those fruits are. And if you've seen, I think we did a little video, well, I'll show you here. You can see that they're smaller, and when they start swelling, they get really good size. And I think if I was to compare this to any other fig, because Williams Dark Unknown really just means that the unknown portion just means they're really not sure the parentage or where this necessarily came from, other than when you pick it from that place, you call it based on your location where you're at, and then you consider it an unknown. But that one actually reminded us a little bit of what's called a Sultane. And this thing is just fruiting all over the place. I don't even know how many fruits are on this, but I'm excited to show you guys a little taste test on that one. And I really am enjoying this tree. I think we tasted it, like I said, one time, and it reminded us of the Sultane down that way. This is, I said I wasn't gonna name all these, but this is a Harry's Crete. It's an Adriatic type. It's a green fig with a red interior. Haven't had any off of this yet either. Beer's black, also a VDB or a Violet de Bordeaux type. And I haven't had any of those, although you can see it's starting to happen. So we'll have to do another one of these at another point. Black Triana is starting to ripen for the first time here. And you got to understand, we're in September here. Like, we just acknowledged September 11th, and boys had a cross-country meet, and it was at Seneca East, and it was beautiful the way that they did the ceremonies there. Honored those that have gone before us, the ones that still fight for our country, and even acknowledged the ones that were lost in Afghanistan, the 13. So yeah, anyway, like I say, we're just a little bit second week of September, and so it's a little later for figs, but this year we haven't had any rain for literally the past, what do you say, 2 weeks maybe. So yeah, we haven't watered these at all. We've just watered the ones behind the house and the little fig orchard behind the house, which I've shown you a video of that before. This is the Sultane right here that I was explaining to you about earlier. The Detrace's place, guys, it is official. She ate the last one last night.
And enjoyed it.
Okay, I did too though. I helped her out with it. But anyway, this is the Detrace's place. Rock star tree this year, was amazing. I don't know how many fruits we had off of it, but we just couldn't have enough, and so definitely recommend that tree. I know I'm rushing through these, but this is a Matoso Preto. I have no idea how this tastes, but you can see this one here is just about there. Almost looks like a Breva, because like the long neck on it, but it's not. And oh yeah, I said I was going to show you this. I know I didn't show you the rest of them. That's a Peter's Honey, and that's a Pastilliere, and that's a De la Senyira Hiverneca that I planted out here. Crazy we remember all these things. But when you make as many trips out here as we do, you tend to start remembering. I'll show you these another day. Bartlett Pear. Yes, I even planted a few figs in the rows, just because, why not, right? And then of course, experimentation over here. Wanted to show you the Italian 258. So for those of you that have hung on the video this long, the long-awaited Italian 258, because I planted this thing earlier in the, well, it was later spring, we had a lot of days that we didn't have rain, and so this thing started losing a lot of its leaves, and I wisened up maybe a little bit too late, but I did bring out water to put on it and to help it stay alive. It was exactly what it needed, so the leaves that are missing on here is completely my fault. However, some fruit has begun to ripen, and so I believe both of these are ready. Now, maybe I'll put a link to the video up here about the one that I had last year. Now, we had one Breva off of this tree this year, and I've done a video of that too, but this is much smaller. Let me see. Yeah, this one's much smaller than the one, say, last year that I had for my birthday. We split that up with the whole family. So I have no idea. It feels ripe, but let's just figure it out by taking a bite into it here. Let you bite into that. Don't worry, I won't get you on video. She just doesn't like being on video, guys. Okay. Wow, that's very different. That's not at all what I thought it was going to look like inside there. The
flavors aren't there either.
The flavors aren't there? Okay. No. Really isn't. Still edible. I would say it more has maybe, if to put it for those of you who never had one, more like a raisin flavor, if that. Here. Okay, this is more what I would say Italian 258 looks like. Yeah. More with that greenish purple blue color look to it. That's more what I would, that's more my experience, at least with the Italian 258s. And again, guys, it's going to be different based on fertilization habits, whether you water a bunch or only a little bit, your climate, the sunlight it gets, all these factors kind of play into what your fruit ends up looking like. So we'll have Holly. Okay, I'm moving away. She gave me that look, guys. One of those looks where you go, fine. And you can see another one wanting to ripen up on this.
That one's more.
All right. That's what we were expecting to find, or at least hoping to find. How about taste-wise?
Yeah.
A lot better than the last one?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, she's like, I don't know how to do these videos, like what to tell people it tastes like. And I guess I fall in that category too, because it is hard to explain. It's like okay, so for those of you that have tried a strawberry for the very first time, how would you explain that to somebody who has never had a strawberry? How would you explain the texture, the seed crunch? It would be a little difficult, so. That's a mouthful. Wow. What is that flavor?
I don't know.
I'm gonna put you on camera. What is that flavor?
It was good.
Yeah, but it was
Had some
really sweet.
Had some honeys in it, I think.
Yeah, but I can't figure out that berry flavor.
Yeah.
Wow. That was the berry. For me, the berry part was really intense. Like it was almost like held my tongue hostage. Held my tongue hostage.
Jealous, I guess.
I told you. Yeah, that's a funny way to put it, but like, I kid you not, that's, wow. Okay, the Italian 258. So for those of you that stuck on long enough to watch the end of this, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. If you don't have one of these Italian 258s, so far our experiences, it is very much worth it. And we've got other ones in here. The one thing I didn't share with you guys, probably so we can end this, every one of these, of course, you got to understand we live in a zone 6A that doesn't really, it's not conducive for growing figs. Every single one of these died back completely to the ground. And this is what you get when they've come back. You literally see fruit on these. For instance, this is a JH Adriatic. And it's pretty remarkable looking at these figs, how there was nothing here. And now not only have they grown up to be about 3 foot tall, they've come with fruit too. So we'll see if they ripen. Again, guys, probably made this longer than I meant to, but Italian 258, thanks for joining us on this one, and we'll catch you on another.